The New South Wales steam season had returned for the year 2025, and to kick it off, 3526 from Transport Heritage New South Wales can be seen passing through Illawarra Station on Saturday, March 1st, 2025. The locomotive is making its way back to Sydney after taking booked passengers out to Wollongong and the Illawarra for the day on the Steam to Serve special. Next day, Sunday, March 2nd, we return to Illawarra to see 3526 passing through on its second journey to Wollongong. Thomas Days have returned to the New South Wales Rail Museum for the year 2025. This year the museum had brought in a new addition to the event, which is the character James the Red Engine, using 2705 in beautiful red livery. The Thomas event started from March 15th, 2025. We'd attended the Sunday, March 23rd event, as 4916, seen here at Kurrajard, is seen leading one of the shuttle trains to Buxton. Some of the characters were given new faces. These are replicated from the current iteration of the Thomas & Friends brand, All Engines Go, which made its debut in 2021. At Buxton, 4916 pulls in. With the diesel assistance, there's no need for James to run round the train, so we'll stop here for a few minutes until it leads the train back to Thirlmere. This isn't the first time the 27 was given a non-prototypical livery. In the mid-1990s, it was painted in lime green, until 2012 when the locomotive was selected to take part of Cadbury Chocolate's Joyville advertising campaign. We filmed the locomotive on its transfer run to and from Sydney in our August 2012 video on the old Rail Around New South Wales channel. After the Joyville campaign, the 27 was painted into its authentic unlined black livery that it wore during its working heyday as a member of the New South Wales Government Railways Department of Public Works. And now it's wearing red to depict James, and we now see it leading off back to Thirlmere. Back at the museum, CPH Rail Motor 18, once again dressed as Toby, is seen pulling into Thirlmere station, dropping off passengers from the museum roundhouse side of the site. As more passengers hop on board Toby, James is now seen pulling into the station. The rain might have been a bit of a downer for James's splendid red paint, but it still brought out a great turnout for the museum. .4916 once again leads the train out of Thirlmere station, heading for Buxton once again. Later on, we see James pulling into Thirlmere station once again with the same shuttle train, while passengers ride on the miniature versions of Thomas and James. Inside the museum, we see other engines dressed up as some of the famous characters using the current faces of the franchise. The first we see is E18, dressed up as Percy. Despite that E18 is a tender engine, whereas Percy is depicted as a saddle tank engine. Next up is number 78 as Emily. And inside the museum's Great Train Hall, 5910 as Hero. These are also new additions for Day Out with Thomas as well. From the museum platform, 4916 once again leads James and his train back to Buxton. To finish off the day is Thomas the Tank Engine himself, with the All Engines Go makeover as well. Keeping up with the thematic of the Thomas Day, this year's one is about party time, as 2025 marks 80 years since the Reverend W. Awdry, the creator of Thomas, published the 3 railway engines in the Railway series on May 12, 1945. The museum's second portion of Day Out with Thomas events will be hosted between August 29th to 31st and September 5th to 7th, 2025. The annual Hunter Valley Steamfest took place at Maitland once again between Saturday, April 12th to Sunday, April 13th, 2025. We have made a special edition covering the event with 3265 from the Powerhouse Museum and 3526 from Transport Heritage New South Wales. The video was uploaded on the channel on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. Link in the description. (3265) and 3526 are seen passing through Menangle heading for Thirlmere after the 2-day event on Monday, April the 14th. Earlier, the 2 locos had dropped off booked passengers that were collected at Hornsby and Concord West on Friday, April the 11th. At Glenfield in Sydney's southwest, 3526 is seen passing through with 4501 and its rake of carriages, heading for the former railway workshops at Everleigh on Friday, May 2nd, 2025. The train will stay there overnight, as it will get ready for 2 days of shuttle trips from Penrith in Sydney's Greater West to Valley Heights in the Blue Mountains. We now move to Sunday, May 4th, 2025, and we see 3526 pulling into the refuge line at Valley Heights on its second run from Penrith. After letting an intercity VSET through, 4501, who's at the rear of the train, will now pull the 35 back to Penrith to get ready for its third shuttle trip for the day. We now move to Emu Plains. It's believed the town was called that for the sighting of emus on the river flats in the late 1700s, or from Captain Watkin Tench from the First Fleet during his early exploration of part of the region. The name came into use in 1814. We conclude this segment with 3526 passing through with its third train to Valley Heights. The loco will conduct a fourth trip and will then head back to Everleigh in Sydney afterwards, and will make its way back to Thirlmere on Monday, May 5th. R766 is seen passing through Menangle from Enfield on a special picnic train service to Thirlmere for the annual Festival of Steam on Sunday, May 18th, 2025. We had also uploaded a special edition covering the event on the channel on Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. Link in the description. With winter creeping its way in during the final month of autumn, 42101 from East Coast Heritage Rail, formerly 3801 Limited, is seen pulling the Kiama Picnic Train from Tempe and Sydney's inner west to Kiama in the Illawarra South Coast. We see the diesel loco climbing its way through Carlton and the St George area in Sydney South on Sunday, May 25th, 2025. Later on, 42101 is now seen passing through Mortdale, also in Sydney South, heading for Tempe. To conclude the autumn edition, 42103 and 42105, both provided by Chumrail, are seen passing through as well, heading for Sydney with a private charter train that ran to Wyong on the Central Coast, and then to Thirlmere on the South Coast via Tempe, hosted by East Coast Heritage Rail.